Look at this website called adbusters.org talking about September 17th, we lay siege to the White House. Operation Siege the White House. Look at this on the right hand bottom side. Join the Black Spot Collective. So weird. Okay, Black Spot Collective. I just want to go down to the bottom to show you something. Dun, 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 dun. Right here, look at this picture right here with the black spot on the wrist. Weird. Looks Mark of the Beastish to me. Send your photographs and artwork here. You're writing some poetry here. Join the Black Spot Collective here. Okay, let's go back up. Let's go back up to this siege. Sorry, I'm not trying to blind you. We'll look at this for a minute. Tactical briefing number 1. The White House siege starts September 17th. All right, all you activists, it's been 9 years since we set off the political earthquake of Occupy Wall Street, laying siege to NYC's Zuccotti Park and inspiring thousands of similar protests around the world. The Occupy anniversary arrives September 17th, 2020, and it may be the perfect day to trigger another global Big Bang moment. Nice. A massive collective action of the sweetest kind of disobedience. The why hardly needs recitation because for these 9 years the shadows have only grown longer. Inequality has soared. Not a single Wall Street CEO has spent the night in jail for his role in the 2008 financial meltdown. Politicians and corporate criminals continue to savage public trust with impunity. And all the while, this howling void of a president, his sins too many to name, sits smugly atop a corona death toll that may surpass 200,000 Americans by Christmas. I don't know if you guys remember Bill Gates' prediction, but he predicted 30 million. So 200,000, we have less than 1%. That's, yeah, our death rates are not going up per day. As a matter of fact, they've went down. So you can get out of here with that lie. It's time again for a dramatic, decisive action, which is why on September 17th, in the original and enduring spirit of Occupy, we and tens of thousands of our fellow citizens will stream into Lafayette Square in Washington, D.C. We will lay siege to the White House and we will sustain it for exactly 50 days. This is a White House siege. A siege only works if it is sustained. We witnessed this, the multiplying of a strategic occupation 9 years ago. You dig in, hold your ground, and the tension accumulates, amplifies, and goes global. 50 days is September 17th through November 3rd. Let us once again summon the sweet revolutionary nonviolence that was our calling card in Zuccotti Park. Hashtag White House Siege will electrify the U.S. election season, and it doesn't stop there. Drawing wind from hashtag Me Too, hashtag BLM, hashtag Extinction Rebellion, and protests against Trump's lethal bungling of coronavirus will inspire a global movement of systemic change, a global spring, a cultural heave towards a new world order. Wahoo! We're so excited about the Us Awake people. We can't wait for the New World Order. The New World Order that we've been fighting against since we woke up, and now you guys are fighting for it. The left is fighting for the New World Order. So if you're on the left, if you want the New World Order, stay on the left. You know what? If you want the New World Order, go to the right too. Like, it doesn't even matter. It just doesn't even matter. Two wings, same plane. What is our one demand? We want to collaborate with you and brainstorm tactics with you. Spark a revolution with you. We need your voice of wisdom and expertise to pull off a radically democratic tone shift in our politics. If you would like to either contribute or just shoot the shit, drop us a line at blackspotcollective@adbusters.org or submit your ideas using the form below. First, let's get our tactics in order. Then, let's screw up our courage, stuff our backpacks with tools of nonviolent revolution, and head to Lafayette Square with intelligence to match our spirits, starting September 17th. Okay, read Tactical 2 briefing here. Jammers, citizens, and activists. There are many ways to think about this hashtag White House siege. Is it a beautiful jam, a civic exorcism, a spectacular senora, party for dear Donald? All the above, absolutely. But let us not ignore the dark forces also at work. Time is short. Shall we rely on William Barr to interpret the law, justify in the interest of all the Americans, on the police or military to drag Trump from the White House when he loses, on the grace and civility of the alt-right hordes of white supremacists? Of course not. By now it's clear that Trump and his sycophants will do anything to prevent Joe Biden from taking office, including crippling the Postal Service. There's no limit to their cynicism, no end to their corruption, and that's why it's critical for us, the people, to show strength, to be there in the hundreds of thousands invigilators of our great democracy, to remind them of this authoritarian regime, of our significance, our will, and our power, the survival of the American experiment. The American spirit requires nothing less. We will not let Donald steal the election. Phase 1 runs from Occupy's 9th anniversary, September 17th, to Election Day, a 50-day siege on the White House. This is a White House siege, and if need be, we will be ready to reconvene at any time after that to ensure the peaceful transition of power. So, over the next few weeks, screw up your courage, whatever that means. Stuff your backpack with the tools, blah, blah, blah. See you in Lafayette Square. Never doubt that perfectly timed ritual can change the course of history. Yeah, ritual. Okay, we're going back to the original page. Let's see what this says.
Say what you want about America, land of the free, home of the brave. We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers. Yeah? The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Funny that that's by Portland Inc. Okay, I'm not gonna disagree with that video actually, but Democrats are not gonna save us. Stop it. In case you couldn't hear me, I'm not disagreeing with that video, but definitely Democrats are not going to save us. Look at that.
We have two options here. It's either it's going to be the end of the world or it's going to be the moment we were all waiting for. The line in the history books is going to be America elected a fascist and the American people stood up against it.
We've done a great job in Portland. Portland was totally out of control, and they went in, and I guess we have many people right now in jail, and we very much quelled it. And it starts again, we'll quell it again very easily.
It's time for us, democratic, progressive states, to pick up the slack of what the federal government is no longer going to be doing. So there are things that people have been working towards in Portland for a long time.
We reached an agreement with the mayor that we would have limited police action.
Whether it's ending racial disparity in policing and society.
And can't think of a better place to be than jail. And I'm here to support the heroes of our day.
Another thing is we have an extreme housing crisis here in Portland.
Why is American citizens living on the street? Why is American citizens without no shelter?
We have progressive neoliberal politicians. They're working for the interests of corporations, banks, and others.
We were playing the hand we were dealt.
We've got folks here who are parking a candidate in our mayor's seat, waiting while our city is in despair, in decline, in turmoil, in crisis.
It's like we've been watching him load a gun and put it to our heads, right?
I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay?
For a movement to actually work and be effective, people have to be willing to die.
And we're going to stand against fascism. We're going to stand against racism. We're going to stand against bigotry, xenophobia, homophobia. And we are going to make sure that Portland is going to be a beacon of light in what's going to be a dark America.
Okay, whatever, Portland. I've watched you guys, and you guys are despicable. There's nothing good about your movement, but I'm not on the side of the police either, because anybody that would fine somebody $500 over wearing a mask should quit their job. Yeah, I'm not on either side. I see you Black Lives Matters people, you guys are pawns, and you police, you guys are also pawns. But if I did have to pick a team, definitely the Black Lives Matter people are evil. They are so evil. And you know what? They're not all black either. They're mostly white liberal kids. So, I don't know. I guess that's it. That's it. I can tell that this movement is evil. It's not Christian, post-COVID engaging differences. Like, just the fact that you guys are promoting COVID tells me that you're actually working with the elite. You're part of them. This group is a pawn too. Yep, None of this is godly. Nothing I want to be a part of. I don't even like this logo. Black spot. Weird. Let's click on Culture Shop. There's a long, dark, deadly road ahead. We must reevaluate all the things if we are to stave off the worst and make the future compute. Weird. Self-isolation. So, you guys suck. I hate this website. I hate everything you stand for. You don't stand for resistance. You're part of the New World Order. You even admit it. Okay, the flag is kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. Just wanted you guys to be aware what is happening on September 17th.